What's up, everybody?
Sup?
We back, and this is D Pharaoh,
Key, also known as Miss Savage,
and we are
Russian In Podcast.
we in the house. How
Yes.
y'all great people doing? Feel good to be back.
Yes, it do.
I hope y'all been out here trying to stay warm. Cause it definitely seems like this is like one of the coldest winters we had in I don't know how long. Along with all the snow we've been getting.
Too much snow.
Too much.
No, I think the ice was the most interesting because when I went out after it was over with, I was like, I couldn't wait to get back home because it would look like Final Destination ready to happen because stuff was falling everywhere. I mean, every time I turned around, something was falling. If it was ice falling from the power lines or tree falling, I said, I got to get back in the house because this is Final Destination waiting to happen.
Hey, lad, I definitely didn't want to see any more ice. We got snow this week that just passed, but the
Yeah.
ice we had our lectured out for about 22 hours. So that was kind of crazy. That was real crazy. And I got a daggone generator on the way right now. I had to order me one. I can't keep living like that.
Yeah, definitely, because Savage House was on it. We had all that stuff. Boy, I mean, everything wood. It didn't matter what it was, we were ready for it. So definitely, you need to make sure you get a generator because we don't know what's coming in the forecast. So I really want one that would, run everything like the units and everything. So, but they're expensive. They like
Yeah, it
about
costs money.
$5,000 to get one of those. But
Yeah,
it's a good investment because nothing like misery when you don't have no electricity.
yeah. And
Yes.
and we especially don't know like if some of this stuff is planned that they do. So it's always that conspiracy theory thing that, we don't know if they gonna put the grids out or this and that. Cause I do feel like that what they did in Texas that year. They put
Yeah,
the
that was
grids out.
terrible. They was talking about that on the news.
Yeah.
So
So
I think a lot of people died
yeah,
with
they
that
had people
storm.
died.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a brother-in-law that was staying out in Texas when that went down. And he talked about that to this day.
So it's important to just make sure you prepared, you know, prepare for every and anything.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
winter, whatever, because you don't know what's coming.
Yeah.
So
I'm like with me though, I'm yes, come on spring.
I know, right?
I'm like, come on spring. It's still early, but you know, they talking about like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for next week for snow again.
More
So
snow. I'm
yeah,
sick of snow. And
so
that snow we just had, I don't know what kind of snow that was. As soon as you touch it, your whole hand freeze up.
I love
It was
boy.
and it looked weird. It was some special kind of snow.
I was looking at people doing snow angel. I'm like, woo, it's cold.
Yes,
It's
it's
coming
like you
up.
touch a instant freeze. I'm like, what kind of snow is this? And you touch it, it's an instant freeze. So that was interesting.
Yeah, it was.
So and it looked weird too. I'm like,
It
that's some
did.
weird looking snow.
It did.
So it was very, very different. Back in the day, our younger days, we always had like ice storms and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it just seemed like we haven't had those type of storms
And
in
years,
years.
years,
So
yeah.
yeah, so ice storms back in the day was a normal thing.
And then you talk about just the way it's been cold. Like you talking about single digits and in the teens for a long time.
I
Like
can't do that cold.
we
That ain't
used
my thing.
we used to have about 2 or 3 days it'd be cold, then it'll warm up into the 50s or something like that, 40s. But it's just been constant, hard to even get out the 30s.
Yeah.
So that's different.
And I feel like it's making up because we really had no real winters. You know what I'm saying?
No, we have it. For
We
real, we have
definitely
it.
ain't really had any real winter months. It's
Yeah, we have it.
been a long time. But we getting it now. God knew.
Hey, we definitely get it there.
School been out. Shout out to all the teachers. I know they've been enjoying the time at the house. So and the kids too. So
Yeah.
yeah. So it's been It's been some
It been
interesting weather.
it been an interesting winter.
Yeah.
So, hey, how everybody been doing? Like, Black History Month. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, because we said on one of our podcasts that we're gonna be hitting a little bit on it. You know what I mean? Quite a few holidays. If we got a
Yeah.
couple of them coming up, you know, we done went through Thanksgiving, we went through Christmas, we
Mhm.
went through Martin Luther King birthday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
That's a good
I want
topic
to
right there to talk about Martin Luther.
yeah, I want to say what we had Veterans Day too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was amazing.
yeah, it's been
Yeah, we
crazy.
gotta do better with that one because that's the
Yeah,
troops out there doing their thing. So
yeah, can't help it either.
yeah.
Trump gonna have some war. He talk too much up, man. He gonna have some war.
Woo.
But yeah,
He playing his role.
hey, love. Then we got Valentine's Day coming up. It's
Yes.
February. So like we said, Black History Month. Then we got like you said, got Valentine's Day coming up. And I just,
Oh, tomorrow BK birthday coming up.
yeah, it's coming up.
So
I can't wait for that. You know what I mean? I feel
Big
good.
Pharaoh birthday coming up.
He pushing 49,
Mm.
so
Look,
I'm
stop telling
feeling good.
everybody because everybody
I feel good though,
I'm right
cause
behind you.
I feel good though, cause it's certain people that ain't made it.
It's true. You good too,
Man,
bro. Do
it's quite a few people that ain't made it.
You
Nowhere
right.
near 49. Like people is leaving from here. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I just thank God that you know what I mean. I'm still here and
Yeah,
still young,
that's right.
feeling. You know what I mean? I feel young at times.
I know, right?
I feel old at times too, but I feel more young than old.
It's good to get old. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. And
Yeah.
the
But
wisdom, you know what I'm saying,
yes,
the process,
that's why.
the learning.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I'm
why I
saying?
like with the gray. Oh yeah, keep my
Keep
gray.
it.
Yeah, I'm keep
Yeah, I
my
got
gray. A
about
lot of
3
people.
strands.
A lot of people.
I'm ready. I'm for it. I'm ready to go storm.
Yeah, right.
Shoot,
But
straight platinum.
definitely, I bought that. You know, I'm bringing all the holidays up because I just want people to just stay focused and realize that um a lot of these what we call holidays should be every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like we have on Valentine's coming up, you should show love every
every
day.
day.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So don't let the
We
world dictate on how you celebrate days that you supposed to be doing every day. You know what I mean? You got the Mother's Day, and the Father's Day, you know what
poor
I mean?
fathers. See, we be
Hey, like, it
hating
be the glad the
fathers.
daylight out of us, but it's all good.
Mother's Day, boy, they go
They
straight
go
up,
all out, boy.
all out. And
Yeah.
that's what my birthday is around Mother's Day. Most time either falls on Mother's Day or the day before, day after. So
Not
I
so
get that
much.
extra. So it's like, okay.
Mine's is complete different. Mine's the day before Valentine's, so I may have a birthday for about a couple hours.
And it's over with. Yeah.
Then
So
Valentine's Day for it behind.
right
So like,
behind
forget yours. It's my time now.
it. So
Well, it's all good though. We need to do more research on
celebrate each other.
on our black history.
Oh yeah, definitely that.
I know my sis, she a beast when it comes to certain things like that, cause she
Teaching
teaches.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I spent I taught African American history for 6 months. I did that for 6 months. But I taught US history. So for me, right now I'm teaching ancient history, but with US history, everything after the Revolutionary War was straight African American history.
Yeah.
Everything. Like, hey, you can't hide the US without African American history because they laid down the groundwork for building this area.
Yes.
I mean, building the nation. So I don't know why we got the shortest month to celebrate each other, but so it's very important to reflect on what the sacrifices that were made
So
for the country.
Yep.
Yeah.
For the country, for to
I
make it
mean,
easy on us.
it was a forced labor because
Mhm.
those people didn't come over here willingly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was a forced labor. How you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
Because it's funny how when you the forefront in history, but it's like your history is not open. You feel what I'm saying? So what you done is not, just constantly, okay, well, this was done.
Yeah.
You contribute to this.
Hmm.
You contribute to that. It's almost like in a race, but
Hmm.
and that's the thing though, we as a culture got to keep it going.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We got to have it standing out there saying, yes, this is what the accomplishment. Like,
Yeah. It's
if
the
it
same effect that we have like with family reunions. You know what I mean? When it fall down to it carry on, then it comes to a certain generation that got it keep it going. If not, it gonna fall all to the wayside. It's the
exactly.
same way with our Black history. We got to keep elevating it, keep pushing it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We definitely got to keep pushing it. If not, it gonna be pushed by the wayside.
Exactly. Even with and I'm trying to put something together about this, even with ancient history.
Hmm.
So if I teach ancient history, and in teaching ancient history, that Africa was the
Yeah.
beginning of,
Beginning of
of
mankind. Yeah, the world.
mankind, of the world, that it came from Africa. So and I'm finding that when I was, digging into that history, starting with Africa, then moving to Mesopotamia and all
Hmm.
these different locations in Egypt. If civilization started in Africa, why come it's not it's like Black people has lost their element or their position. So it's not even
Hmm.
it seemed like everything has shifted from okay to Europeans. So you pretty
Hmm.
much wiped out the whole
Hmm.
culture. Civilization started there. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
If it started from, and these people were people of color, they're not even exposed in the Bible. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
When it
And
was
that,
all about them in the Bible.
yeah. So it's like, okay, you might hear that, what Moses' wife was a Ethiopian.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or that Jesus, the guy that carried Jesus' cross was a
Hmm.
Black
Simon.
man,
Yeah.
but you the forefront in that history. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So when I started to study ancient history, I saw the exposure of the clues, but at the same time, the clues, it opened the door for me to dig deeper. But
Hmm.
why is just breadcrumbs there?
Yeah.
Because if it would point to the fact that Black people are intelligent, if
Yeah.
it was clear, because
Yeah.
you saying you can, and with Mesopotamia, so you got, with early history, you got the three phases. You got the Paleolithic period, the Mesolithic period, and the Neolithic period. So when you go into the Paleolithic period, that's when man developed, started to
Hmm.
evolve, started to move out of, went from hunting and gathering to what we quote unquote started to domesticate. You know what I'm saying? Farm,
Hmm.
stand in one area, domesticate animals and different things. And then that's when you get into Mesopotamia. So that was the first civilization. Now, if you're saying, okay,
Hmm.
if you get into that and you're saying that civilization started here and then evolved, how did everything become European? It's like Black history is a race. When you were the forefront, how can you erase it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's crazy.
So if you
That's crazy.
erase it, if mankind erase it, saying, okay, so yeah, this
So,
gonna point to the fact that Black America is not Black America itself, but Black culture was intelligent.
yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see
So
what you're
it's more in
saying.
the terms of, if we expose this history, then we're saying Black culture
Was intelligent.
was intelligent. So we expose it. So I'm talking, you erase, you done hid or destroyed books, you done all these things that point to that civilization that Blacks were the forefront.
So the question will come then is, what is they trying to prove for that? And you just answered.
Yeah.
They
That,
wanted to think that we're not intelligent. We only got a wicked jump shot. We can only sell drugs.
yeah,
We can only do certain things that try to limitate us. When you look at it, when you talk about inventions and a
yeah,
lot of stuff, the Black culture did it.
yeah. That I'm telling
And,
you
and
that.
had to do it because we was the one doing the work.
Yeah, yeah.
You had to figure out an easier way to do what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
If not, a lot of stuff we'll still be doing a lot of stuff by hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
And that's what it's saying. Your culture is primitive.
yeah,
We won't.
Mm-mm.
You know, daggone, I can even say that when we get into Mali, you know, they had a whole daggone Timbuktu, they had a whole school.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A whole learning area for education, a college pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And the only time we ever heard about Timbuktu was Bugs Bunny on a cartoon, you know? It was like, I'm gonna send you to Timbuktu, not
Mm-hmm.
knowing it became a punchline for a joke, but not knowing that was a real African powerful civilization that
Hmm.
was destroyed.
Yeah, just
You
like
know, and this was the center of everything,
yeah,
you know, and you destroyed this whole, I mean, they were already exploring. They were rich.
yeah.
You get into
Just like when you talk about
Mansa
Black,
Musa.
yeah,
He
Black
was
Wall Street.
I got a problem with Mansa Musa because if he would have he exposed the gold. He put
Oh,
Africa on the
yeah,
map. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
he like, okay, it's gold here. He going out just throwing money
Thirsting and
everywhere,
showing.
causing
Yeah.
inflation, you know. And he's like, okay, we, you know, they like, where this gold coming from?
Hmm.
Putting Africa on it. And to this day, Africa has been drained of its resources
Hmm.
from that alone. Not including the fact that the person before him that was on the throne went west and got lost. His history is a whole nother research you got to do, because I ain't saying he got lost. He left on a ship with his crew, going out to expand or see what was out there. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the fact is, oh, you're already traveling, you already doing this, you already moving, but he never came back. The question is, where did they end up?
Yeah.
These are those breadcrumbs that are erased in history. Like, what happened to them? Where did they end up? It could have ended up in America.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They could have ended up anywhere. But
Yep.
these are those questions that's out there. When I was studying Mesopotamia, we went into Samaritans. They
Mm-hmm.
referred to them as the black-headed ones.
Mm-hmm.
Quote unquote. That's a breadcrumb. Who black-headed? Why they call them black-headed?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Why would the Samaritans call the black-headed ones? This is Mesopotamia.
Mm-hmm.
So all these breadcrumbs are opening up doors to, oh, okay, really? What's here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How deep is this history? How deep did this history go?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had warriors, we had conquerors traveling the world already. You know what I'm saying? All that, you know. But then it's a blank spot. Like, don't nobody know the actual history.
Which people know. They just
It
ain't
just
trying to
ain't
tell it.
sharing it.
They
Yeah,
ain't really telling it. And like you said, you got some people that actually know it, but then you got the parts that were destroyed. 'Cause I'm quite
exactly.
sure it was a lot of it. Sure.
Yeah, that's what they were doing. You know, they'll come in, take your history, burn books.
No telling what was in the Bible that they burnt.
Oh, yes.
Cause it was actually one of the scriptures that said many things were written about Jesus too that, you know, we'll never get to know.
Yeah.
Cause you had, like you said, history was destroyed.
And I can get into the Vatican, man. You know how much stuff they got
Yeah.
locked under key
Yeah.
that you don't know about. You know what I'm saying? The Catholic Church, all that stuff, they got all that stuff. They were conquering in the name of Jesus.
And then,
Can you imagine?
yeah, with the conquering, and then, like I said,
I don't want this information out. Let's burn this. No, that's too. We gonna keep this on the lock and keep. We put this in the vault. The icons. Matter of fact, we're gonna even change. You know what I'm saying? The appearance, and we're gonna say we're gonna whitewash stuff and say, okay, this is what they actually look like. Even in the movie. So every time you open your eyes and you look, that's what you see. You know.
To the point where you're gonna believe it.
Exactly.
A lot of people are gonna believe it without even looking into it.
Yep. So that's how you erase a history. It's even written. Well, I believe that when it talks about a culture that's not going to know their identity, I believe they talking about Black America.
Oh yeah.
Black America don't know their history.
Mm-mm.
And they cannot connect themselves with Africa.
Hmm.
I've seen that. They cannot
Yeah.
collect themselves. They're like, I'm not African, I'm American. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
they cannot connect themselves to that.
I was talking to a
But here,
lady, just recently. I was telling her about the routes that the hurricanes take, which is
yeah,
the old, slave routes.
yeah, definitely.
And she said she had never heard a lot of stuff about slavery until she moved out here because she said she was originally from New York,
Hmm.
and she said they really didn't teach on our history for slavery and
Yeah,
stuff. She ended up moving down this end, but I put her on to the route that the hurricanes take. A lot of the hurricanes, it's a wave that start out there in Africa, and it take a certain route to get here to America, and it's a lot of the places they hit is like
yeah,
the old slave trading areas, you know.
yeah. And I could actually teach a class on
And a lot of people
the
think it's more like a haunting because a lot of people died on the way making it here.
yeah, it was crazy. When I was teaching it, and that's why I said I could actually teach a class. Sharks followed the slave ships
Hmm.
because they knew that
You know, have food.
they were gonna have food. They followed those slave ships,
That's
and
crazy.
it's crazy, yeah. So it was
That's
a lot
crazy.
of when you say it's a possibility that that is um that could be real.
Like a curse or a
Yeah,
haunting.
you know, but it do. But they say it's something about the mixture of, I guess, the atmosphere, the hot atmosphere stuff that shifts those hurricanes. But it will make sense to me. Shoot,
Mm-hmm.
you never know. But but I could actually, with that, I'm telling you, I could teach a class on that. You can you imagine the trauma? Like
Yeah.
the trauma, I believe that that trauma is embedded in the DNA of the of Black culture.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine you're being taken from your loved ones, your home, you in hostile environment, just getting from Africa to the American.
Mm-hmm. And I
If
ain't
you
even
ever
talking about
watched
the
those,
things they did right in front of the male or, who's supposed to be dominant, what they did in front of their wives, their children,
yeah, it was a lot of trauma.
to try to degrade them.
So all that stuff can be, um,
And we talked about a little bit of that when we did the generational curse segment that we just did, the episode on generational curses, which we got another one in the making. Definitely got another one in the making, but I feel good about this Black History thing we're talking about right now, though.
yeah, definitely we shouldn't overlook because it's almost like even that is trying to be eliminated. You know,
Yeah.
because even with doing Black History plays and stuff,
Hmm.
you kind of walking on eggshells on the
Mhm.
presentation or what you say or how you do it.
Yeah.
Actually,
People so sensitive now.
it's very sensitive
Black,
topic, and then
yeah. People be on, oh, Black Lives Matter. And then they will, all lives matter. We understand all lives matter, but you know what I mean? You got to this, pull this scab off this wound, man, that constantly appearing,
yeah,
constantly seeing it. Now, what the stuff is going on with Trump, and then we seeing it now with other cultures and stuff, but this stuff that's been going on in our culture for
years. And it don't,
decades.
and that's the thing about Martin Luther. So if you go into Martin Luther's history, one of the main things that he was trying to do during that time, he was trying to get the right to vote. Because having the right to vote, that's what that March on Selma and all that stuff. 'Cause the president asked him, he said, "Look, what you want?" He said, he wants you to get more involved in education. He said, "No, I want the right to vote. The right to vote made you a citizen." You feel what I'm saying? So the right to vote made, he knew that, and I'm gonna take those tests. Oh my God, it was almost possible to pass those tests that they had.
Hmm.
Like literally, it was almost, especially for Black culture, when you're behind, when you coming out of era where you weren't even taught to read. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
reading wasn't a thing. So you got that. You had to deal with
Yep.
that struggle, being able to read or understand or comprehend to uh
Even if you was allowed then, because some of the people that could read, they had to make it seem like they didn't know how to read.
so with that, just that alone, that's what he wanted. He wanted the right to vote. So that's why, I feel like voting now is different than then. I feel like it was like a demand, yeah, I gotta vote because they won't let me vote. So this is my
Mm.
American right, so I'm gonna vote. But now I feel like, man, they're taking over the voting. So,
Yeah,
it ain't
it's
controlled
still
by it's controlled now.
yeah, but it's
You know what I'm
still
saying? I'm gonna put who I want to now. So I found a way to
but
put whoever I want to in there as far as voting.
but it still bounce back that a lot of people died for that right.
Yeah, a lot of people
That
died for
right.
that right.
A
But
lot of
I'm gonna
people
tell you,
died.
when Trump became president the first time, he was losing, and all of a sudden, he had everybody against him.
Yeah.
He had women was against him. His own party was against him. And I remember just like yesterday, because at that time I was at the college, and the kids were like, they were crying, they were upset, and I was like, I told, because I felt like he was gonna win.
Yeah,
But
you said
I
you
said
said
he
it
was
right
gonna
ahead of time.
win.
I remember
And they
at
were
in church.
upset. I told them, I said, man, he gonna win. And he was losing. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I was like, man, he gonna win. I don't know why. I don't know how. But he gonna win. And he ended up winning, like, he just came out of nowhere. And I remember people up late just watching, trying to see if he gonna win. And then it showed enough. And when I tell you everybody was against him, everybody was against him. Like, how did he win?
Hmm.
So, that's what but that's what Martin Luther King wanted. He wanted the right to vote because that made you a citizen. I'm gonna have to look into that. So we'll talk about that the next time. But it was something that was signed one of the presidents. I don't know if it was one of the Bushes, but I know that that's what Martin Luther King fought for, the right to vote. And the right to vote made you a citizen. You ain't got the right to vote, you really truly ain't no citizen. You ain't got no control. You ain't
Mm-hmm.
got no say. Yeah. That's what that march, that fight was for.
Mm-hmm. Good. Good stuff.
So
So definitely y'all be on this Black History.
yeah, don't let it die.
Yeah.
Cause that's the plan. Because
Every chance they get, they trying to tear down what people that we got in the forefront for our Black people right now.
and that's the main thing right there. The goal won't accomplish after Martin Luther King. It won't accomplish after Malcolm X.
Mm-hmm.
The fight's still going to happen.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And the fight is still happening because we're not unified. If
Nope.
we become unified, if Black people in America become unified, we'll become unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
And one area that's hurting Black communities far as becoming unstoppable is the fact that Black America is being used in the industry when it comes to this music.
Yep.
So every time y'all get up, and this is the thing, you already know what's going on behind the scenes. You guys that's in the elite.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking all Black culture in the elite. You already know what's up. You already know that your people are being poisoned with the music. Man, a lot of people being poisoned, but I'm just saying, but
Yeah.
especially Black culture is a target on your back. Black culture got a target on the back when it comes down to the music. You using this music to push this drug tactic. You using this gangs, murder. Rapper get up there, start talking, a lot of these, locally known artists have lost their life because they said something trying to be hood or being gangster and got killed because of what they said.
Yep.
Their words they use. So it's like, and then even with,
And then it's a certain level of respect with it. Back in the day, we can be beefing or whatever. We still didn't like disrespect the dead and all that. You got people disrespecting the dead, some of everything. You got You got worshiping devils now. They coming out freaking with it, real freaking with it. But you know what I mean? And you're gonna find a whole lot of them losing their mind. Because a
Yeah.
lot of people I know that roll like that, they end up losing their mind.
So
I don't know personal people that lost their mind that start talking, be
about
talking,
what's happening.
talk about God and talking down on God, talk about they the devil and this and that. I done seen people lose their mind.
So yeah, so it's like it's a lot going on. And that's my thing. If you're if you in a position and you know what's going on behind the scene, you just as guilty
Mm-hmm.
from acting like you don't know.
Yeah, right. And there's a consequence behind
It's
it.
consequence behind that because you know what's going on behind the scene. You choosing money and fame over the truth or over, helping your people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then
And a lot of people in position to help their people.
yeah.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, give back. You know what I'm saying? Give back to the
Believe it or
communities.
not.
There's a lot of people that do stuff, but they give back to their communities. And that's one thing we lacking as well, not giving back to the community.
I'm looking forward to see what J. Cole gonna do. He just released his new album today, and he been a type. It seemed like he said it's gonna be his last album, so I believe he's gonna move more towards helping people.
I hope so, because he already in. He definitely know what's going on.
Yeah, but he
So
moved.
the
He moved
question
so
is, that's
different.
everybody. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
but he
I don't
moved
listen
so.
to his music, so
Yeah, but he moved so different from a lot of people that's in the industry. He don't really move way people say that he should move. Well, you think he gonna, they try to say or try to influence him to move one way, he move opposite. Which I can understand it because of his makeup,
I
and
feel
I
like
could talk about that on a whole nother level. But you know what I mean?
I don't know too much about J. Cole. I don't listen to his music. Um, but I do know that if you in a position and you know what's going on, you just as guilty when
Yeah, you held accountable if you don't do nothing about it.
you don't help out or expose what's going on. Fear. It's a lot of fear going on for one thing.
Yes,
You get in a
yes.
position and you get scared, if I don't,
It's the drive of fear. Then you got the drive of, like you said, people want riches. What you'll sell your soul for?
yeah,
But what you do for $1.
yeah. And then a lot of it, and it's funny how some try to take it back, afterwards. If you gonna go out, go all the way out.
Well,
Tell it all. That's what I'm saying.
well, but
Tell it all.
but
True.
hey,
Don't hold back. Tell it out.
oh, but that's human nature though.
Tell it all.
Who else did the same thing?
That's why we.
Who else did the same thing?
What?
Judas.
Oh man.
He did the same thing. He took the money after he realized what
he
did. He tried to get the money back.
He did.
He threw it right into the temple, and they used the same money to bury you.
Yeah. They bought a whole field with it.
Hey,
He
Lord.
said this money got blood on it.
We can't use this.
We can't.
And they just say want to set him up.
And
You know what I mean? Hey.
Yeah.
So it's the same concept. I mean, a lot of people is like you said, once they realize what is going on, they feel like it's either too late or they feel like it ain't no way out.
Well, it's not too late. Tell it all. Tell it all.
They tell it all.
We're back, y'all. Tell it all. Go on, tell it all. Like,
it'll be like the Epstein file where they
Oh.
black out everything.
yes, Lord.
Everything blacked out. You can't read nothing. What you say? You want to know, huh? I do
What say?
too.
Look, put it to the light. You can see what it say.
I hope so.
Put it to the light.
They probably black out that stuff though.
Scratch through. But it's crazy. Like even with him, the mess he did it so long.
Yeah.
So the people, that's what I'm saying. With everything, everybody, stuff been going on for centuries.
That's
like
what I'm saying. Yeah, that's right.
I mean, for real, like those crazy parties
And
like that ain't.
And the only reason it went down like that because he got caught up. Once he got caught up, They had to silence him to make sure he don't talk. So it must have been to the verge way they felt like he was gonna talk, and they took him out.
Wow. So my thing is, this is my thing about the whole situation. Well, this is my whole thing. If you know what's going on, you pretty much held accountable if you do not release that information.
That's right.
If you in the midst of it and you know what's going on and you ain't got some kind of, well, the question is, what is they getting out of it? It got to be something of the fame, the money, all that stuff. It's something that's coming out of everything that they're doing. Or is it just perversion?
Probably both.
Your mind just sick.
But you look at certain person that was there. I ain't saying no names, but it had to be a lifestyle that the person liked. For to do the things that or be treated the way that person was treated, and still be there. It could have been a little bit of fear in it, but it's hard to tell because you're not there. But it still got to be certain. If it's a lifestyle you really don't like, you can find a way to get away. But you talking about people that are millionaires, billionaires. That's the type of crowd you hanging around because they're not hanging around, people that ain't got money. Everybody they hanging around with got money.
Exactly. So that, and when I said that this is something that's been going on for years, it ain't no old devil. You know what I'm saying?
Like we said on a song, what back in the day that got deleted. It's that same old devil.
The same devil. It ain't no old devil. This is something that's been going on for
same tactics, same techniques, doing the same old mess.
Yeah. I know it was an artist just recently was talking about they were doing child sacrifices and stuff. So, that's why I say you gonna tell it all.
But when you tell it all, you disappear.
That's true. Or you crazy or whatever it is.
A lot of times you disappear.
Tell it out.
John Cobb, that dude, he told it. He was one of, he was a Caucasian. And he was telling what was going on. And he was one of the main person that were giving people money, this and that. So he was like up there. And he was telling, once he got converted over to Christianity, and he said he was dealing with like the warlocks and the witches up top,
and that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna go out, go all the way out.
But he disappeared.
Tell it out. He disappeared. But he told it though.
He disappeared. They got rid of him, man.
The problem is his information didn't resurface and keep going out there. You know what I'm saying?
It's out there.
You put it out there.
He's out there. He tell you he seen.
Make sure the news get this right here.
He broke it down. He seen people levitating and all that. Like he really told it. But he disappeared too, though.
I know from my understanding, and I honestly, and this is just my opinion from my research and studies, that there are people not registered as U.S. citizens. They like, I'm gonna say carriers or whatever you want to call it, breeding, and they're actually bred to give birth to kids for these sacrifices that they doing.
That's crazy.
My understanding of what I've researched that I believe that. I believe there are actually people that are not registered and they're breeding. They part of this secret society, and it's believed that, I don't know if from my understanding, that there's some kind of elevation you get, some type of, I don't know if you sacrificing to some kind of demon or whatever. I don't know the details, but I do know that is some type of high or some type of benefits that they get from these sacrifices.
I don't put nothing past. You know what I mean? With the stuff
And we just
I have seen.
what they call it, conspiracy theorists. So we
Yeah.
don't know what we talking about. So we ain't worried about nobody coming for us. We don't know what we talking about. We just saying stuff.
I will put it past it.
So we good. Label us with the crazies.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
know,
I had people take all
we
crazy
know
before.
better.
But
So with that being said, you know, and that's the thing, you know, these ancient gods or these ancient beings, well, let's just say they are in existence. Let's just say there are the symbols are embedded in everything that we do, everything we see, even in the food that we eat. Let's say that it's true. The dark side, you know, we got our Christ worshipers, our Jesus worshipers. We love God, holy rollers, and then you got the other side, your devil worshipers. They love the devil, but they are the elite. They got all of the money, and not including you. Even got some in the houses. I'm not gonna say the church because God church got it going on. I'm gonna say that even got them in the house of fellowships, but they're like your mega churches, and they doing stuff in the dark and secret that you don't know about, and they're getting that quote unquote support.
Now, to all the people saying, "What is you talking about? What do you mean?" You look at where Jesus was being tempted in Matthew chapter 4. They said the devil took him to the highest pinnacle and said, "All this I can give to you
if you worship me."
Yep.
So he said, what did it say? He showed them all the kingdoms of this world. In other words, he showed them all the kingdoms of this world and said, but you know, straight up, you worship me. And one thing Jesus had was following. We know that. But I mean, let's just go on to it. I mean, let's really get into it. Let's be honest. So he had these followers. Now, what were the Pharisees and Sadducees?
They were the religious folks.
The same religious folks that did what?
They pretty much sent him to the cross.
Sent him to the cross. Why? Because Jesus was messing with what?
Their money.
Their money.
That was the main thing.
He was messing with their money.
It was their money, and they were scared they were going to lose their power.
Yeah.
Because they was the ones that was actually in power at the time.
And the question is, do we currently have this situation now?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course, it ain't the church of the day, though.
Nah.
It can't be the church of the day.
The house of fellowships of the day.
Can't be.
Can't be. Can't be.
We'll leave that one alone.
Why?
We'll leave that one alone.
No, because we talking about Black history.
Yeah.
So we talking about Black history. So you sure you want to leave that one alone?
Yeah. I'll leave that one for another day.
We would. That's another time.
I thank God for all the good churches out there.
We do.
Metropolitan.
Let's say, yeah, Metro.
Metro.
Yes.
Some of the other churches I know.
Definitely. You know, so there are some good. I ain't gonna say church. I'm gonna say house of fellowship.
House of fellowship.
God church got it going on. You know who they are. He said, "What? Let the wheat tares grow together, and God gonna do what? The separation." So right now, the only way we're gonna know who's actual true member of the church is by the fruit they bear. You know what I'm saying? So,
amen.
But don't cancel everybody out now. Somebody might be having a bad day.
Exactly.
And that's why you had that Peter experience.
And all had what Peter cousin first got.
Yeah, so don't condemn everybody because they make one mistake or said one thing or you saw one thing. They were having a bad day, so give them a pass. So
definitely, hey, y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all stay tuned. Yeah, this was different. It was freestyle. We won't try to come here.
On the topic for today.
But it's definitely good.
Good conversation. But I do want to say, you know, support Black History Month.
Yes.
Whatever you can do, tweet something or hashtag something out there to support Black history. Keep it going because, like I said,
and read, y'all.
Yes, Lord Jesus.
Read. When I mean by read,
knowledge.
Yes, because when I mean by read, some of the stuff they are putting out about some of our black people are not true, and you can understand if it's true or not if you just read.
Yeah.
We'll hear certain things and just run with it instead of actually looking into it. So do your research, especially when they talking about our black people,
Yeah.
our black leaders, our black people that even if they not doing it in a way that we feel like they should be doing it far as uplifting our culture,
Yeah.
because we don't know what God have for them in the future. But we don't need no false narratives out on them if we like them or not either.
That's right.
So that's one of the things that we definitely got to get together far as a culture, because other cultures get together when it comes to pulling together and uplifting each other, but we got to do more of that.
Yeah.
So this is Black History Month. Yeah, so if it's somebody, a business that you can help out, or a black business you can
Yeah.
help out, if it ain't nothing but go buy a sandwich or something, you know what I mean? I might go help them out, you know what I mean?
And that's the thing too. Make sure that if you have information for the culture, share it.
Okay, right.
So, we have information like right now it's some struggles going on in black culture,
Yes.
especially with education.
And I think
So,
it's our time for it to really uplift. So I believe a whole lot of more gonna come out,
yeah,
trying to tear us down. So somebody might take something out of what we talking about right now and try to make it negative because of what we actually trying to do far as our people.
yeah. Well, hey, we don't know what we talking about. We just talk.
Yeah, we just
We
talking.
just talk.
For real. We
So
just talking.
so it's just giving us a platform to say, share some of our thoughts.
And ain't
You
nothing
know,
they can do about
Ain't nothing they can do about
it.
freedom of speech. Yeah, so and that's our thing, but definitely make sure that you support your black leaders. I don't know why is it so hard for us to support each other?
It's in us.
It's
Like I said, it was embedded in us through Willie
embedded in the
Lynch.
culture.
Through
Yeah.
Willie Lynch.
Boy, if we could stand together, oh my God, what can we accomplish?
It's off.
I mean, we can accomplish some things,
Be powerful.
Yeah. I would have loved to have seen what Black Wall Street
Was like,
could have
man,
became
I
if
ain't
the
lying.
government
Didn't bomb it.
didn't destroy it. So I would have loved to seen that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's other black history out there where people rose to the occasion and they were untouchable and was able to accomplish, especially a lot of that ancient history stuff, the beginning stuff. Man, black culture was in the forefront.
Yes, sir.
But it said what it say: the first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
So it just stuff coming into, you know what I mean? It's being fulfilled.
Yeah, it's being fulfilled. Yeah, and that's one thing. And we're for everybody. I'm for human beings, period. And far as I got love for all people.
Likewise.
But I would love to see Black America come together.
Yeah, I get excited about it. You know what I mean? If I see some of our people, actually doing great, man.
I tell you what, they come together with them line dance. Woo! I know, boy. They come together, boy. They come together, boots on the ground. They come together.
Hey, no comment. No comment. No comment.
Ooh,
Thank you,
on the
Jesus.
bird. Anyway, come together on down.
Yeah.
No fights, boy. Everybody kill it.
Hey, loud boy. Very sleet, snow. Snowsuits on everything, getting it in.
Yeah, let's come together on.
Yeah, it definitely come together.
Building respect.
Yes.
Knowledge.
Yes.
Getting this information about Black culture and its accomplishments. Because back in the day, it was a big thing. So let it continue to be a big thing.
Yes.
If they gave us a month, let's blow that month up.
Yes.
Definitely blow it up. Turn it up.
February.
Yeah, it's the shortest one, but yeah, we're gonna turn up.
Shortest one, but the best one.
Yeah, so let's make sure that we are utilizing what they give us.
Amen.
Yes, take it, run with it.
Yeah.
So we'll probably do a couple more segments on Black history just
Yeah.
so that we can, get that information out. Yeah. Let's hear some more Black history music. Y'all artists, get out there and do something productive. Forget that other mess y'all putting out there, tearing down the culture. Let's put some
Build it
words in.
up.
Shout out to the believers out there that's putting out that music that's tangible, uplifting, encouraging, edifying. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. And y'all artists that are on the mainstream, come on, pull up.
Pull up.
Give y'all culture something that they can
Really vibe
sustain.
with.
Give them
Vibe with
something.
and help build them and edify.
And not destroy them. You're going to do two things in this world. You're going to build or you destroy. You're going to take whatever platform you use, and you guys have got these big platforms and wasting it. And let me tell you something too. Y'all artists, far as, I ain't talking about the music, I'm talking about these movies.
Oh, yeah.
Pick better movies. Please. Don't nobody want some of this stuff that's out here. Don't nobody want to see that mess. Not some of it, a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting to our youth. Y'all be careful with these roles y'all pick. You got a choice. Money don't run everything.
It runs a lot.
Hey, is it worth it? No.
No.
I'm sick of TV. TV terrible. Doing too much. That's another topic by itself.
It is.
That's another topic.
All right, so hey, we rushing in podcast. I want y'all to subscribe. Keep looking out for us. And we feeling good, so hey, stay tuned for the next one. We outie.